All right,
job.
there we go. That's
All right, this is going to be for editing, so they're synced up.
I'm
5,
at
4,
that
3,
camera,
2,
right?
1, and
Action.
somebody save me. Don't care how you do it, just save me.
I feel like our viewing audience isn't going to get that reference.
Smallville was.
we gotta do like an opening credit scene. We're all doing.
What am I saying? Come together.
right now over me.
Over me.
Fuck you guys.
Boom.
You missed the timing.
Yeah, you were early.
Yeah, listen, Junkie XL did a great cover for that song,
Yes,
and
they
then
did.
they
cut him
brought
out of the
in
movie.
what's his fucking name? Randy Newman. No. No.
Cue 8-bit intro.
Okay, so rankings.
Yeah, okay. So best to worst,
okay,
worst to
so,
best,
like,
theatrical
best to
cuts
worst?
only.
Okay, fine. We'll rank it and then talk.
Best to worst,
Be-
or
let's say best to worst, theatrical cuts only. So Ultimate
okay.
Edition of Batman v Superman does not count.
Okay.
All right.
I don't find it that much different from.
it's a half hour though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think the Ultimate Edition is actually a lot better than the theatrical
Oh,
cut.
yeah.
The plot holes that really bug you in Batman v Superman will
They never bugged
mostly
me.
be answered in
All
the
right,
Ultimate Edition.
Eric.
Who's first?
From best to worst, probably Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, Justice League, Batman vs Superman, and Suicide Squad.
For best,
It's tough.
Man of Steel for the best because Zack Snyder's showed a Superman that was new to the world. He wasn't the same Boy Scout. He was trying to find his way in a world that didn't understand him, just didn't know him, feared him a little bit. And then they touch on that in BVS, which I would say is the second best, only because I really enjoyed it. I didn't find as many flaws with it as others did. Third one, Justice League. Fourth one, Wonder Woman, believe it or not, because it really didn't do anything special for me. And then Suicide Squad, because holy shit, the Enchantress is a fucking terrible villain.
She's like a hula hooper the whole time. She hula hoops like the entire time.
Okay, John.
You stole my list.
Did I?
Honestly. Yeah. Well, I was kind of undecided whether I would put what do you call where I would put like Wonder Woman or Justice League. Whether Wonder Woman is better than League, but no, it can't be better than Justice League. I have to believe that it's not better than the team up movie,
Okay,
but we'll discuss that.
What? What's
The
matter?
camera for John's just like shut off and came back on.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna
Well,
go.
I was the Flash. I ran away to get another slice of pizza, ate it, and
Okay,
came back.
for me,
'Cause I'm-
Wonder Woman, Justice League, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman, and sadly, Man of Steel is at the bottom for me.
Okay.
That's not-
Yeah, I think I touched
I mean,
on
I
that.
respect
were
your
wrong.
opinion, even
Whatever.
though you're wrong. Yeah.
Okay,
raw
so
meat.
getting back to Justice
Yeah.
League as a movie, I know Eric had a very detailed pros and
Oh
cons
yes,
list.
let's go into the only character, the only person here that hates it.
Is Eric, yes.
Me.
So should we
I'm gonna-
start by
yeah.
diving into his cons of it?
Yeah,
or
I have.
should we...
Dude, I made a list. I have like 20.
Let's
cons
talk
that
about
I
all
do
the
not
bad
like,
first and then
I
the
go
good.
on like rants.
Yeah,
and stuff.
let's
Let's
go over
have
bad
Eric
first.
read his bad
so
of list.
I think my biggest problem with the movie,
He doesn't even. want me to
aside
read
from the
my list.
reshoots, just I
Shouldn't
hated
his
Steppenwolf
list
as a
go
villain. You know,
I think Eric has a lot more
Well,
hatred of
he's-
it.
I have a lot more
and
things I did not
yeah,
like.
okay, bring up the list.
Bring it on.
All right,
Let's fight.
Let's look at the list. Okay. Okay, so number one. Okay. I am so sick of like artifacts or like plot
MacGuffins?
MacGuffins.
Okay.
And this one doesn't just have one; it has
Three.
three.
The mother
Three.
boxes,
Mother boxes.
They're basically all sparks.
You
from
mean-
Transformers?
Yeah, basically.
except
They
that
all
the mother boxes have existed for what 40, 50 years
Yeah,
in
well,
comics.
as part of the continuity, yeah. But
Yeah.
they were used as a MacGuffin
That-
in this
yeah,
movie.
that is
That's
kind of
totally
a thing
fair.
inherent to comics. There's a lot of MacGuffins.
Yeah, I guess the plot as a whole was pretty.
I mean,
it was
welcome
a
to
pretty
comics.
standard blockbuster
Yeah.
movie, you know.
Number
So,
two.
MacGuffins.
Steppenwolf. Man,
Yeah,
he
okay.
is like.
That's a good
I'm
band.
gonna be honest.
That's the one thing I really have to agree with you
Yeah,
wholeheartedly
I
on.
hate
He is a
Steppenwolf.
fucking
I-
stupid villain.
Yeah, he is worse
You
than
know who else
Doctor
is
Doom
stupid?
or
Abomin-
Malekith or the
That's going a little
Enchantress.
far. Fuck.
Yellow Jacket is a stupid villain. The
Yeah.
guy-
Well, at least he had a human
Malekith.
actor.
Yeah, this one is all CJ. The CJ is so bad. He's like basically a bad version of Snoke.
He's Doomsday 2.0. Doom.
He's
Doom.
like
Well,
he's like a bad version
Just tell
of
me,
Snoke.
was he worse than Doctor Doom?
No.
Exactly.
Eric's gonna say he
Which
is.
Doctor Doom?
I'm gonna say
The
this because
fantastic
here's the
Dr.
problem.
Okay,
His
that
motivations are not really defined.
Fantastic
and
Four
his
Well,
Doctor
he
powers-
doesn't need to be defined. He's a new god. He doesn't need to define his.
in this one
Yeah, but
he
the problem
wants
is,
to be
like,
a new god.
His,
Oh,
his
is he not?
powers
That's
are
a
not
fair
Yeah,
defined.
he's
From
not.
a
He says,
storytelling
"I'm going to be a
perspective,
new
you're
god."
right. He
I thought you
has-
said I am a
He's
new
way
god.
too overpowered.
Yeah,
and
he literally
that's
can get
my
away
problem
with
Superman
anything in this
too,
movie.
right? Like,
Welcome to
Batman
superheroes.
is
Just
overpowered in everything else.
And Batman's got the power of plot armor. There's no
Yeah,
way that-
exactly.
Okay, how many times does Batman get freaking whacked by this guy, and he just gets up
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's okay, my
wait,
shoulder's just
okay, wait.
dislocated."
Can I go into a spoiler real quick? It's
I
not
don't
really
know,
a
he has
spoiler.
Can he give a spoiler?
Well, it's not really a spoiler. It's kind of
like
like
at
it-
this
it
point,
happens in the
if
final
you haven't
battle.
seen the movie, like we're gonna.
It's
spoil
been out a
it,
week.
so-
We're gonna screw it
Yeah.
on you.
Okay, so do you
No,
guys
let's do
remember
it.
like in the final battle where like Steppenwolf and Cyborg
No.
are fighting, and Steppenwolf rips off Cyborg's leg, and then like when
Just
he
the
and
fact
Superman
that
are
there's no
laughing,
stakes in
it
DC,
grows
yeah.
back. It's like, are
You mean
fucking
because
kidding me?
Cyborg's made of
You're right.
bioorganic material in this?
Sure. Well, like I think the one thing that like DC fans always criticize Marvel for is there not being stakes in the Marvel universe.
And you feel
Meaning,
like Frankenstein's
fucking,
going back
you
to
can't
life.
lose a limb in DC without it growing back. You know.
Did it grow back, or did they
Yeah,
just
no,
I don't know,
ignore
they
it?
really grew
Reattached
back,
it,
and it's like,
like,
why
within
did you
5
Well, it
put that
doesn't
in
grow
there?
back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They
Cyborg-
showed a scene of him reattaching it.
Yeah, but I
Cyborg
know, but why would you do
reattaches
that?
metal. Like the
Yeah.
metal came from the mother box. He's unlike the original Teen Titans version of Cyborg.
Yeah, this is
in the
not
new
fun,
52, his
Well,
powers
I
come
know
from the
for a
mother
fact,
box that
like,
gave him the.
Not to interrupt, but I know for a fact that's another problem Eric had that he says booyah.
Oh my God, booyah!
Oh,
Seriously,
What do you mean?
booyah?
He has to
Dude,
say it.
Titans
that is
reference. He's
literally the
fucking Cyborg.
stupidest line
Well, no,
ever.
that's Cyborg's
You know,
catchphrase,
the
man.
dumbest-
I don't care.
the
It's
dumbest-
a catchphrase from ESPN.
That's
the
like
dumbest
thing.
line is "I'm Batman."
No.
Well, he has to
I
say
mean,
I'm Batman.
booyah.
I'm
and-
Christian Bale
Yeah.
with throat cancer.
How else will you know he's Batman?
I mean, oh my God. But yeah, like
Quote
booyah's
Adam
like
West,
the worst.
I
Like,
didn't
he
say
could have
I'm
said
Batman,
anything
I
else
was
would have
just
been better.
Batman.
I remember telling like he literally could have said like "step on that wolf" and it would have been like a better line than
Come on,
booyah.
you know
Listen,
that's
you leave
weak.
Steppenwolf
You know
and
that's
Magic
the worst.
Carpet Ride alone.
No, listen. My problem with Cyborg was that he wasn't as a character as the one from Teen Titans. So when he said it at the end, I'm like, okay, fine. They alluded to it at least. It's like you can't have the thing, in a movie without him saying it's clobbering time.
Look, Cyborg's a
That's
better
it.
character in
It's
Injustice
just
than
out
he
of
is
nowhere.
in the movie.
And Cyborg
I
is
agree.
so
So I think that's the
serious.
one-
Starfire
booyah.
and Beast Boy are dead. I'm gonna side with Superman on killing everyone.
So another thing that I think we can all agree on, Cyborg was just the most unnecessary character.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, he was
Well, the
very
thing is, they forgot about,
necessary
like,
because
he
he's
was-
the
the
one.
Flash's
but he was
constant
nothing
joking
higher
was
than a plot
unneeded.
device. Like you
Yeah,
did
wait.
not
I
need.
want to
you
talk
could
about the
easily
Flash
print
joking.
Cyborg
Can I
out
ask
without
you
there
guys
being
something
any
about the Flash
difference,
joking?
You know.
The Flash jokes. Can I ask you guys? Have you seen? Is that like a trend now in movies where it's like
No, Flash is just normally a funny character, depending on who it is.
but it's like the way he
Also,
jokes in
drink
this. Like I
Austin's
want to go like
portrayal,
okay,
but,
it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like this. It's like they do this thing now where it's like say something funny, then get a little bit nervous, then like drop it off the cliff, and everyone's like, it's funny because it's awkward. And like, does that happen with the Flash a lot? in this
Yeah,
movie?
I
absolutely.
mean, more young audiences who are awkward and don't know how to talk to people. I mean, probably
Honestly,
relate.
Again, I'm
CJ.
not sure how you feel about this, but I think I might like Ezra Miller's portrayal better than Grant Gustin's.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I do
You're
too.
going
but
to
I
hell.
don't- I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he can carry his own movie
Yeah, we'll see. when
because
Flash
he
comes
has
out.
something to
If
go
he-
off
if
with
his
in this
character
movie,
becomes
like
more
the
developed as
somberness
stronger
of
They're going to
the
develop
Flash.
him. I think it was a great first appearance for the character, if you consider that his first appearance.
It's not his first
feature-length
appearance.
I know
Yeah.
Suicide Squad and BVS, if you can count those, but they're. I don't
Yeah,
know, they're
I would
second.
count Justice League as his first
You know what
full
the thing is?
appearance.
Right.
But
So honestly, I think it was a great way to introduce him to the
Aquaman
DC.
was a great way to introduce
Yeah,
him.
I love Jason
Yes.
Momoa's
Okay.
portrayal.
Oh
too.
yeah, he was great. But
That's
I
the
read
one
something
thing DC's
called-
been really strong on casting, aside from like not Gal Gadot. I love Gal Gadot.
Don't say Amy Adams. Don't say Amy
Yeah,
Adams.
you
Well, you
he
know I'm gonna
like
say
you
Amy
literally
Adams.
say that
Don't say Amy
every
Adams.
time we bring up the DCEU. How much
okay,
Amy
I'm not gonna
Adams
bring it
was
up again,
miscast.
but Amy Adams and I don't know who was playing Steppenwolf, aside from the fact that he was just poorly
And he
written.
wasn't
He was,
there.
he was
wasn't
played
really
by a
bad.
special.
He wasn't there.
He was played by
voice actor.
Industrial
Played
Light
by
and Magic.
CGI, yeah.
Yeah, he was played by CGI.
No, he was never with the rest of the cast. The actor was never there. He
I
never
guess
met
Cara
the rest of the
Delevingne's
cast.
portrayal of Enchantress.
Oh
was
yeah,
kinda
she was
iffy.
not good.
Who?
Cara Delevingne.
Enchantress.
Who played Enchantress. something that.
I'd like to see what the original scenes were supposed to be, not before
I would
Whedon.
have loved to see it.
wasn't there supposed to be like a black suit Superman?
No, that
I
Black
just feel
Suit
that
Superman
that's
was
the biggest
never going to be in that movie.
I remember the dude who plays Superman like even said
No,
like that's
it was
happening.
Zack Snyder released a post that said Black Suit was never going to be in that movie. It was just a giant tease all along.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
don't buy that
it was just
either.
a
Yeah.
desaturated costume.
I don't. No,
Yeah.
I don't buy that. Not for 1 second. There's the Zack Snyder cut.
Let
We
me
know it's
te-
out there because he had a whole movie done.
Okay.
Otherwise, the budget would have been $300 million.
You think that
They
the
reshot
Black
half the movie.
Suit was
Yeah,
going to be
wait,
in the
wait.
movie that
Yeah.
they planned to use mother boxes to bring Superman back with?
well, here's
I
the
thought-
thing.
well,
That,
I mean,
like,
that was probably.
I
not
think
the
it's a
idea
lot of
from
people
the
like
beginning,
debating
right?
because the
Like,
thing that
I
everyone
feel
like
like
thinks
they-
there's another cut for is this: the two scenes happened in this. The two scenes to Batman vs Superman is the nightmare scene and the dirt
Yeah.
rising from the ground scene.
Night-
Those
nightmare
two scenes are
scene.
never addressed.
means nothing now.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
no, it's
Yeah,
still,
and-
it's
I'm guessing
still going to
Superman's
happen in the
Resurrection
future.
wasn't initially planned.
Nightmare
we don't
scene
know
was
that.
supposed to
Yeah,
happen.
I'm sure like
which
halfway
in
through the
BVS
production
or
they
Yeah.
decided to make it like a
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
that's in the
like,
future.
thing where
Superman's
they
back
We're
now.
having two conversations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
We've been
only
having
have
two
one.
or
conversations.
Steven Spielberging, like in his movies, how like people have like.
Yeah,
12
yeah
conversations.
okay, those are the two problems I had with
Yeah.
Justice League, right? The nightmare scene like,
Yeah, that is not
doesn't
addressed.
connect to anything, and then the dust rising from his coffin
Yeah.
also means nothing now. Completely worthless.
Yeah,
Why?
I
Why?
don't know.
The two teases that made no sense make even less sense now.
Yeah, because I
Why
think
did you do
somewhere like during those reshoots they decided to like change it to like a Frankenstein
They-
thing where like they bring him back with the mother box. 'Cause I
They-
feel like he was gonna come back to life like without those.
They said something. How Batman knew immediately he could use the mother box to bring Superman back was about the problem, because you can tell like they kind of shoehorn that in there. Because there's
Yeah.
no reason for Batman to suspect that Superman is his heart's beating or something to the point where a mother box
Yeah.
should revive him. There's no way that he knew he could put that together.
He based it
With
solely
so
on
limited knowledge of how alien technology works.
he based it solely on what Cyborg said.
Right.
And also, there's more than 3 mother boxes in the DC universe. I just want to say that. And
Yeah. Okay.
I thought there was only
we're
supposed to
not-
be one.
Again, within the
There's more.
confines of the DC extended
Boxes.
universe,
Mhm.
it's just 3, or the 3 we know of right now. So
All right,
that's really what we need to worry about. Comics.
There's one other thing
are-
I do want to worry about.
as far
Wait,
as I'm
okay.
concerned.
Can we talk about Superman's face?
Which part?
Just the
The
CGI. of it.
mustache.
Do you mean
Well-
the Zack Snyder or the Joss Whedon?
Joss Whedon's Superman face. the
Well, then you
mustache.
mean the shots that shouldn't have been there.
Okay,
Because
well, first of
Yeah.
all, I just got to say, so I've seen it twice now. First time, I noticed something was off. It did not really distract me. Second time, I really saw it.
Yeah, like it literally looked like
I-
giant
But
prosthetic
again,
teeth.
I don't think if you didn't know about the CGI going into it, I don't think it's.
I didn't see it in the first scene with the cell phone.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No, me neither.
I
My
saw it with,
sister's-
like,
my
even,
sis-
even
my-
the phone on the second viewing, I didn't notice.
My sister said to me, "His face looks weird." I was like, "What do you mean? It doesn't look weird to me."
Well,
And
that's
then
just
I
what
got
handicap
home
looks
and I
like.
started seeing all the pictures, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh." And then my
Yeah,
sister
again,
goes
if you
to me,
really look at it, you're going to notice it.
"Yeah."
The
she
only
goes,
time I noticed
the
was-
mustache.
There's one thing I would love though if we
Well,
get
during
oh,
the
sorry.
whole "Do you bleed" thing, I think that's where it's most obvious.
yeah.
I love
But the
that.
world doesn't need you. Do you believe?
Tell me.
Do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
Something's bleeding.
Okay,
Some's
that,
definitely
okay,
bleeding.
that Whedon joke. Go.
There were a
Yeah,
few
that-
good ones.
good.
That was
Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna be honest.
absolutely.
I love the action in that scene where Superman came back. It's like
Oh yeah.
He
Okay.
had
Wait,
butt-
Oh, that
Let's
beat
get
down
this
on
right.
Wonder Woman.
But
Fuck
that was
feminism.
awesome.
yes.
Like,
Okay.
he, like
Best-
he like
Favorite scene.
Yeah,
I have
that is
so
my
I have
favorite
two
scene.
Hold on,
very
let's see, Jay.
favorite scenes. So
Alright.
I know you and I have one favorite scene, which is obviously when Flash first
When-
confronts Superman.
Okay,
And
Flash.
just-
let me just describe
I love that
the
scene.
the depth of this situation. So you have
Frozen
two.
Superman.
No, wait.
is fighting
Just
off
before that, right?
guys.
Cyborg tries to hit Superman. Knocks him aside. Batman, of course, can't do anything. So you have two of DC's heavy hitters, Wonder Woman and Aquaman, both coming at him. He's just holding them both up, like they were nothing. And then the Flash is running behind him. And is like, okay, let me figure out what to do. And then Superman just
Basically turns and faces.
turns, and he's Flash like, oh fuck.
and Flash's face is
Yeah.
the
It's just
best
like-
thing I've ever seen. He's just like, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, but-
my other favorite scene
it's-
in Justice League, which I feel like not enough people are talking about, is the opening Wonder Woman scene. Like, first of all,
Oh.
There's one thing I hate.
well, first
She
of all,
deflects all the bullets like off her
you
wrist.
could argue that.
Oh,
she
welcome
can-
to Wonder
machine
Woman.
gun.
But it looks fucking ridiculous.
Well, yeah, she's that
cool.
fast.
She's
Danny
Wonder Woman.
Elfman's score
Yeah, but like
is
you
perfect
cannot
in
dodge
that.
all the
It's
bullets
like the
in a
best.
machine gun. Like
She's
randomly, like,
Wonder
firing through the
Woman.
crowd.
Yeah.
But she's fast though. She
She
can
is
do
fast. honestly, Superman in this movie is ridiculously overpowered.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, like, when
that's
he
the one
shows
thing.
That's
You don't
good.
even need a Justice League
Good.
movie if you have a character that can
Yeah.
take down the entire fucking Justice League.
Well,
Like,
that
here's
was
the thing-
that's
That's why
been an
they said-
argument
wait.
for
Do
Justice
you remember,
League
like,
forever.
He stops fighting Steppenwolf, the one guy who can beat him, like Superman, stops fighting him, flies off, and goes save civilians. Just and, like halfway, just like get all of them to do that and go kick Steppenwolf's ass.
Well, no. The thing was, nobody's as fast as Superman.
Except for
Flash.
Flash.
Except the Flash.
But
I
the Flash
will
couldn't-
say that was a
couldn't
really
handle
funny
him.
gag, actually.
Yeah.
Like Flash saves the family the first time, he feels so good. Then
Yeah,
Superman's
Flash is like
casually
pushing a
one-arming
car, and
building.
then he looks in the
Yeah,
distance.
he's
Superman
just
just
like,
carrying
well,
a
again,
freaking
he's
building.
with the whole hero thing, but so
Yeah.
we can cut him some slack for that. But
All right, CJ,
I'm
back
not
to your
cutting
favorite
him
part.
anything.
yeah, so I just thought, first of all, that was my favorite part of Danny Elfman's score in the entire thing. That just
Yes.
basically, like, I was an Oingo Boingo fan in high school, so like that just was very reminiscent of that for me. You know, Danny Elfman's band before he was Danny Elfman, and yeah, so that just reminded me so much of his early work. It flowed perfectly with that scene. Wonder Woman kicked ass in that. Just the slow motion was beautiful, and just it makes you wonder. It makes you remember why Snyder was like such a great action director at
Now-
one point.
I'm glad you mentioned Danny Elfman because the score for Batman and Superman
it wasn't
is
all
that
that,
many
it's
people
just
are
memorable.
mad about.
Well,
Just
I
not
don't think
that
anyone
big.
really
Okay,
hated it. I
are
just
like
think
the
people
80s and the
thought it
70s
wasn't
like
memorable.
themes for like both of them played? Because I know like Batman.
Yeah,
like,
that's
the
what we're
80s.
talking about
Yeah,
right now.
89
That's what we're
Batman
talking
played
about.
when they visited Jim Gordon.
Also
Yeah,
written
I
by
remember
Danny
that.
Elfman.
And when Superman appeared at the end to Steppenwolf, there was a few
Yeah.
notes from.
Oh my gosh, that's
John Williams'
that
theme.
that dumb like the line like
Yeah.
you know I'm not a fan of truth. I'm a fan of truth, but
So
I'm also
corny.
a big fan of justice.
It's so corny, but it's so Superman. Actually, it's more Captain America.
We're gonna have to see the Snyder cut when it comes out, but
There's no Snyder Cut.
there's gonna be a.
There's an
I hope
Ultimate
there will.
Edition,
I mean,
probably.
Well, I'm gonna have to see.
No, wait. Can there please be a stash edition? A stash
No.
edition where it's like just all the Superman's
Just
mustaches.
CGI.
It's just Superman's
Yeah, I'd
mustache.
pay
He
to
has a
see
mustache the whole movie.
Okay, now how about
Oh wait, can I talk to you guys about a scene I hated?
About which one?
Sure. What did you hate?
The opening credits.
Just okay. The music.
That-
I know you hated the song.
It
but
Oh.
it flowed.
There's a stupid pop
The
melancholy
orange thing,
pop
yeah,
song,
okay.
and it just pulls me out of the movie. Like I was giggling, and like the slow mo in that. Okay, so
Have you been in
this-
Mendoza's
in
class
this
way
op-
too long?
I have not.
yeah? Why couldn't we have had an intro like the cartoon with
Well,
the
like,
full orchestrated
Here's
theme
another
and all the
problem I have with that.
graphics?
Because I told you. Okay, so like, yeah. Then you get World Without Hope, like in the newspaper or something.
Yeah.
Oh, but I just want to say, okay, also in the opening credits. Okay, there is a scene in the opening credits where like two street thugs are getting arrested, and they kick over like a fruit stand's crate of oranges,
And
and
you
the
see
camera
the
like
slow motion
zooms in
orange.
on an orange in slow motion.
I mean, it's a
and
fucking
just-
Zack Snyder movie. Of course, there's gonna be some slow motion oranges.
so much food was cut out, and like they had room for the orange. Like we gotta put the.
You don't know that the
flying
orange is an Easter egg to
Okay,
reference
this
Zack
is
Snyder's
nitpicking.
Yeah,
guys.
understanding
I feel
about
like
the
at this
world.
Point we're just. I feel like at this point you're just finding.
You don't
reasons
understand
to
that Zack
do it.
Snyder
Oh,
put that
no, I do
orange
that
there
a
on
lot more.
purpose.
I
It
have
represents
so many more
the
people. I
it
have-
represents the low income families and their struggle to survive. And
I feel like you could make an argument for that, but
Zack Snyder's a
it's
hack.
fucking Zack Snyder. You know, he's not putting that much
No.
thought into his. I would have loved to see a practical Steppenwolf, but realistically, they're not.
I don't know, because how's Darkseid gonna look? Darkseid's not gonna look.
Darkseid, I'm sure.
He's not
Well,
going to be in anything.
Oh wait, can I?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna bring in Darkseid at some
When?
point.
Because
Can I-
they're
Justice League 3.
I'm
advertising.
sure he's gonna be the Thanos of
Yeah.
the DC.
They're
Okay, so
advertising the
for
League
sequel,
of Doom
like,
for the
what are
next
they gonna
one or
do
whatever it
exactly
is.
for the sequel
Oh,
now?
Injustice League.
Injustice League, not Injustice.
Yeah, the
What is it?
the
Legion of Doom.
thing.
Legion of Doom or the Crime Syndicate?
Injustice
No,
League.
Crime Syndicate is the
No, there's a
alternate.
few different names
Evil League.
that like their antithesis has gone by.
Legion of
like
Doom.
in Young Justice.
Oh my
Maybe the
God,
Legion of
Deathstroke looks awesome.
He
Yeah.
does. I am excited.
I
about
still-
Honestly, I
this.
feel like they could have left him with Joe Manganiello's natural hair color, and he still would have looked fine. Just I could
Yeah.
clearly tell he was wearing a wig and goatee. I don't really hate it, but
Prototype.
I don't know. It seemed unnecessary, you know.
Let me
but-
give an
but wha-
actual
Oh yeah, go on.
an actual nitpick for the climax of the movie. Now, you have this. What would you call it? It's basically like another world engine, but putting apocalypse on Earth.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Now, why do they place it in the middle of some like abandoned Russian town that
Well, there's-
nobody cares about?
because they don't want you to remember Man of Steel, and they don't want to get.
Well, I'm guessing they
hate
don't want
again,
American
like after Man of Steel, after like all that destruction.
Because
Russia
Russia interfered with our
and they keep
election.
focusing on this family, and there's like a girl get out bugs
Well,
from. Like,
they-
why do
they
I
want-
care about this
Yeah,
family?
I know.
I'm
I don't know who they
Snyder
are. I don't
wanted you
care.
to have an emotional attachment to the people in this.
No, I
place,
don't.
you know?
I don't know who they are.
And I
I
think,
wanted to see them get smashed.
Okay. And I
They did get smashed. That's how
But
those
again,
kids
I
got
think
there.
they put it in the middle of nowhere because no one who matters outside of the Justice League. Is
Are you
going
saying
to
Russia
notice
doesn't
this.
matter? Russian
I'm
lives
saying
matter, CJ.
Parts of Russia don't matter. I'm saying like if you put it in.
Do
the
you hear
middle
that,
of
President
nowhere-
Trump?
Putin, if you're listening,
Oh yeah, we're so fucked, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
I am very pro-Russia. Right
Okay.
now. Do not send the KGB after me. I tell you, I know
No,
it.
who?
I am secret
No, who would
spy.
they send after you in the DC universe? What's the name of Oliver's
Red
friends?
Sun Superman.
No.
Anatoly.
Anatoly is part of the what?
Bratva.
remember that.
The Bratva.
Bratva.
Yeah. You don't want the
Whatever.
Bratva coming after you.
I'll kill her.
Whatever. We brothers. You betray my trust. We're not brothers.
Anyway,
anymore. I
Eric,
still good man.
more nitpicks. Bring them.
What else I got?
When are we gonna get on to the good stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop.
just start
bitching. I'm gonna-
listing
let
them
me-
off.
Let me
we
talk about
couldn't-
the stuff I did.
I
like.
feel like we've been talking 30 minutes already.
I know.
Probably.
Sorry. I'm
So
gonna
do you just
stop- I'm
wanna
gonna stop
give
the
our
bitching.
final
I'm gonna talk
grades
about stuff I
and,
did like.
Well, all right, let's say some good things really fast. All
It-
the Superman scenes.
Actually, yeah.
Aside from the cell
I think
phone video.
he's. I think I've been pretty critical of Henry Cavill's Superman
All the
to this
all the
point.
Superman of I don't really like Superman that much.
But so
the scenes were
I
great.
again,
right?
I think something that we're all in agreement is it's my favorite portrayal of Henry Cavill's Superman. I think it's
I
my
like
favorite
that
version.
it's the third evolution of him. You get the Man of
It's-
Steel,
it's
dark,
the-
depressing one. You get the you get the hopeful beginning one. Then you get the moody, like this world doesn't like me. And then you get the I see how
Superman
much I
Reborn
have
version,
impacted
yeah.
the world, how much I can change it, how much I matter.
Sure.
Did
I
you
just-
notice
I
how?
love the thing at the end with him and Cyborg. It's like he's like they're about to do the whole mother box thing. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to die. They like break them everything. So it's like I take that back. I want to die.
I don't know why he said that, but it was funny.
They were laughing. Like I was like happy. Like, all right, that's good. I like that. Like
I work with children.
yeah.
Make
Yeah,
it-
Aquaman. Aquaman was
Yeah,
wonderful.
characters-
Oh yeah,
Again,
he's
aside
fun.
from
He's like
Cyborg,
he's the
characters
Point
in
Break of
general, all really
superheroes.
strong.
Yeah.
It's the Point Break.
I like that it
now,
was-
I will say now I'm really excited for both the Aquaman.
Point
and
Break
Flash
Aquaman.
It-
Point Break.
See, that's what I
Aquaman,
feel the,
starring
the
Aquaman.
assemble videos,
That's the
the
Point Break
assemble
remake we're
movies should
getting.
be, they draw you in, so it left you wanting more from the characters, and I think that's what it should have done.
Well,
Of
alright.
course, it
Well, I
could have
think
gave a
that's what
stronger
Justice League
story,
did,
but the
you know?
Avengers even didn't give that
I
strong
will
story.
say Avengers. I thought. Well, we can't compare it to Avengers because
I think Avengers is still a better movie.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think it's
definitely
a better movie than Justice League, but
There's still
like,
some plot
Avengers.
points from
I thought
Avengers
was a
that still doesn't make
disappointment
sense.
compared to Justice League.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, can I just like?
I felt that there was way too much build up to Avengers, and Avengers left me disappointed. Justice League.
Well, I mean,
had
you
low
had
standards
3
going
stinkers
in,
of
and-
films in
Can
that
I have-
time.
Like
What?
What were you
that
saying?
that Atlantis scene with Aquaman. Like,
Well,
what the
I
fuck was that?
well, I
What
think
do you
we.
mean?
It was
What's wrong with
rushed.
Atlantis?
Well, again, I
This-
feel like they
like,
were
literally,
trying
go
not
off
to
into, like,
expose too
things
much
that- it's like
information.
a woman shows up like with Aquaman.
Mara,
Who is that?
his wife.
Well,
soon to be
not
wife.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Soon to be. Yeah.
Okay, but then like, first
Well,
the
again,
air
if
bubbles.
they
If
try
you
to get
put-
some
If you
exposition.
put air
More
bubbles,
thought
do
into
you remember
it.
the air bubbles? It's like if you can breathe underwater,
He
why do you
can't-
need to use air bubbles?
Because you can't talk
Because
underwater.
she doesn't know that he knows.
Well,
This is
again,
like his first
at this
time
point,
to Atlantis.
At this point, he is not an Atlantean. He's half Atlantean, raised by a human family.
Which
He
is
does
weird.
not have
That is
connection.
so confusing.
Well,
like,
he's Arthur
I remember
Curry.
they
I
said
know
that.
he's
I
Arthur
mean,
Curry, but if they're
he's
going
the
like the
defender of
Justice League
man
Throne of
and
Atlantis
fish.
kind of storyline where he doesn't know. See, in that one he knew he kind of was but he wasn't sure he was Atlantean.
Right.
He had to be told by Atlanteans that he was.
Sure.
This one he's traveling underwater. He knows that he knew where Atlantis was. He knew where to go.
Right, but he was estranged just because
It's
he felt
just
his family
weird
gave him
because
up.
you have this
Is that
extended
why?
universe.
That's it's hinted
We-
at that his parents sort of gave
this
him up.
same world that has Cyborg, Flash, and all them disappearing.
Mhm.
Also has Harley Quinn and Joker in it for at least 20 years, along with all these other DC villains that they've already established is going on.
What Joker?
The Jared Leto.
No,
from Suicide
no.
Squad.
No,
That doesn't
that's not
exist.
Joker.
Trying
That's James Franco from Spring Breakers. If he had a kid with Ace Ventura.
Honestly,
Yeah. Listen-
I'm still clinging to the theory that that's just Jason Todd.
So the
who's been Joker-fied.
The Atlantis thing doesn't
Okay,
make
yeah, I
sense
agree.
to
But
me.
I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
I think
Aqua-
they could easily recast that if that's
Aquaman
the
going
real
to
Joker
Atlantis
shows
for the
up and
first
kills him.
time is the problem because in this whole extended universe, him just going to Atlantis for the first time because they're expecting
yeah,
you to
doesn't make
know who
sense.
Mara is in the same way that
well,
they're
again, most
expecting
DC
you.
fans are going to know who Mara is.
Okay,
Aquaman
I have a big
fans,
complaint
but
about that I will
they're
save
not
till
going
later.
I know who Mara is.
I only know
Yeah,
because of the
I-
cartoon.
Aquaman fan.
All right.
But that's expecting
want-
you to know. At least in Suicide Squad, they let you into the characters. They told you their names.
Well,
Well,
the problem with
quite
Suicide Squad
literally.
was there was way too
Oh.
much exposition.
They just
Yeah, they put the logos up.
they
I
basically
remember.
put their short bios on the screen like a freaking Streets of Rage game. where it's like
Yeah.
age,
Listen,
skills,
at least
hobbies.
David Ayer was
with
a
Justice
mistake.
League, there wasn't a musical. I mean, a new music number every 10 seconds,
Yes.
like
Except-
in Suicide Squad.
Fair enough.
Except for the opening credits.
If somebody says Suicide
Again,
Squad
the
is
opening
better than
credits I didn't
Justice
hate,
League,
but
Mm-mm.
whatever.
no.
What?
Okay, so final grades. What would you give it?
I'd give it A minus.
Okay. Eric?
D plus. Look, here are my thoughts.
we've
just
heard
one
your
sentence,
thoughts.
One sentence.
Okay,
One
okay,
sentence.
okay.
Here we go. Okay. Here's my final thoughts on it. Okay. Compared to Batman versus Superman, it's Wonder Woman. Compared to Wonder Woman, it's Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
Interesting.
John, final grade?
I think I'm gonna give it maybe like 79.
So
Out of
C
100.
plus.
Yeah, well, I want to give it an 8 out of 10,
Well,
but there's I feel like there's
just
things
give
that
it a letter grade. I'm gonna give it a B minus. B minus C plus. B minus.
that's what I agree.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're pretty much on the same page for this one for once.
I'm the only one that.
I can talk.
Well, I
more
hate
optimistic
Thor,
Stuff I like.
and I.
If that makes it
Well,
better.
you watched it again. You didn't really hate Thor.
No, I didn't hate it in the end, but I still don't like it as the final film.
Okay.
My problem is this: like, we're not gonna. I wanted it to be everyone unites to fight Darkseid, man. Darkseid and put.
Well,
Green
that's the
Lantern
third
there.
one.
Actually, yeah.
That's
No, I
Stan.
don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to
happy-
see
I
any
know,
more
right?
superhero
Happy for the
movies.
Green
Thank you.
Lantern
I'm
tease.
done.
I feel
I
like
would
the
even prefer if
post-credits
they
scene
fought
should've
Superman like in this, like
come
evil,
from
like
someone
Superman was a better
different,
villain than
you know?
Steppenwolf.
I know, right?
Come on.
Yeah.
He was a better
Well-
villain in like that nightmare sequence that Batman had. Batman versus Superman.
yeah.
He was better than Steppenwolf.
Here's
then.
all we have to do is, since we just touched on it, tomorrow we get that worldwide trailer of
Infinity.
Infinity
Oh,
War,
yeah.
so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
even
that's
though
gonna be
Thor's
exciting.
eye is either gonna be CGI'd out,
Oh,
or it
yeah.
will be shown and revealed to the public that he lost it, and then we get to see if he gets his hammer.
It's just coming to me like at the time this is revealed, like our audience is going to have seen the trailer 2 days earlier, but whatever. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the trailer, which
Yeah.
retrospectively will probably.
And also in that universe, Punisher.
yeah, well,
Oh, yeah,
it's not gonna
you-
be in Infinity War. 'cause,
No, but
How is that? I need to start watching it.
Punisher. Actually, yeah, this looks like a good spot.
We'll
to
get
segue,
into it.
doesn't
After the break, because we should check
just
if
to
we
make sure we haven't dropped any frames.
to make sure our
Oh, yeah.
computers didn't explode.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll be back
So-
after this messages.
Uh-huh.
Booyah!
You're gonna get punished.
okay, Christian Bale.
No, I'm doing Punisher.
That's not.
See you around,
oh.
Red.
From the 1987 one with Dolph Lundgren, which you haven't seen, which you got to see.
Yeah, listen, Warzone's probably better than that one.
No,
Warzone's beautiful.
it is. It's very nice to look at, especially when that guy gets hit by a rocket in midair.
Oh god, and
Yes.
Jigsaw in that one compared to Jigsaw in. Oh wait, that's right. You've only seen like part of one episode.
Yeah. Oh, or the scene where that guy gets his face punched in.
Yeah.
Ray Stevenson.
So
is a
since
beast.
CJ's a little bit further in the series than me.
So Punisher Netflix.
I mean, than him.
Then him, yeah.
How do you do?
Well, so I'm 6 episodes in right now. I've been critical of the Marvel Netflix shows already. Jessica Jones so far has been the only Marvel Netflix show that I've actually enjoyed.
you like the only one I haven't seen.
Punisher. That being said, Punisher is really promising so far. What I've
Mm.
seen of it has been really entertaining. I think what's his name, John Bernthal, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. Like he is the Punisher.
No, I'm the Punisher.
Beyond that,
No, you're just the punished.
beyond that, I know in the comics, and I'm not a big Punisher fan, so I could be a little wrong about this sort of thing. But it was the mob that killed his family in the comics, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
kind of
two
shifting it
different
so that it
gangs.
was the military who was behind it.
Well,
I fully get it. I fully get the point they're
It
trying
was
to make.
the military. It
It
they
was a
said the
sect of
military did it, but it was
yeah.
like the
Conspiracy.
gangs were hired by
Sure.
the military to do it.
What was
it?
Wasn't it Clancy Brown or something who did it?
Whatever.
It's always
No.
Clancy Brown.
He's always the bad guy.
He's always some
so,
bad.
so beyond
bad
that,
general.
the whole
Yeah.
relationship between him and Micro. First of all, I
Let's-
really like the character of Micro. I feel like the relationship isn't forced. I feel like there is a natural connection there, and I don't know. So far,
Where'd you get that? I made it from the fridge. You made it? Did you make me one? No. What? That look of betrayal on his face. I had to stop it just to watch, like to laugh, because he looked so offended, even though he just had Micro tied to a chair and was like torturing him an episode earlier. He was so offended he didn't make him a sandwich.
Yeah.
But speaking of that,
Is this the only other microwave gotten aside from
well, there's
Wayne Knight Newman from
oh,
Seinfeld?
Wait.
This is actually the second.
Frank.
This is the second
his
live
name.
action Micro, but
Yeah.
at the same point, in Agents of Shield, there's a reference to Micro. Daisy Johnson says that she got a tip from Micro, and then of course they try to confirm in like Captain America: Winter Soldier that Frank had been that one driving that truck. And
Truck?
if you try to, there was a truck that was like trying to, it protected Fury when he was getting chased after by the Hydra.
Right.
Yeah, they were saying that the Punisher was the one driving that,
sure.
but
Sure.
the
Just like
way
Spider-Man was the kid, and
with the way that the Marvel, well, this was
Oh, yeah.
back before Punisher even was announced for Daredevil, but when they're doing this timeline nonsense, because Daredevil happens like a year after Avengers, and then the Defenders Daredevil 2 happens like 3 months later, then Defenders happens 6 months after Daredevil 2, but Punisher happens a year after that. So this should be around the time when Frank is when Winter Soldier's happening. It's about to either happen because I love the show, but it failed to connect to the Marvel universe as large. He's in the military, and there's no mention of Captain America, no mention of War Machine, Tony Stark, the ones who've changed warfare. No mention of it whatsoever.
Oh, quick fun fact. Did you know currently in the comics, Frank Castle has the War Machine suit?
Yeah, currently, yeah.
That is great. I love that. You've seen the way it looks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It looks great.
Well, that's fine. I feel like they're trying to make it stand out as.
It was good
Series
for a
6,
soldier
so
piece.
It's not
It's
supposed to be connected. To
it really explores like the soldier mentality. But at the same time, you can't ignore that an Air Force member has a suit of armor that can fight super criminals.
Sure.
But
Okay.
it was pretty. I forgot what I was talking about.
The connection between
No, before that.
Yeah, I'm
War
sort of
Machine.
spacing out a little bit.
Before that.
apples and oranges.
No, it was I forgot.
Yeah.
Something about Punisher.
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
can I ask
um,
about the show? Is the show like a hard?
Oh, the
is this like
timeline.
a hard R
The
show?
timeline is that
Yeah. Well,
It's like
it's Netflix
because
TVMA.
they're saying
Yeah,
like
it's definitely that, alright.
when did Micro give Stacey the tip during his year in isolation or what?
I don't know, but honestly, I'm gonna say I don't give a single shit about Agents of Shit.
I'm trying not to think.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Yo, that
that's-
comes on Friday and it's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
How is that?
Did you
stopped
see the
watching
preview for
season
season
one.
5?
No.
They
I
have
haven't watched anything beyond like halfway through season 1.
They have
and
Yeah,
pre-
right after the
Crap out.
thing where he
Because
got
the whole
promoted.
Inhumans thing, I was like, I don't like it.
Oh,
either,
now they're in
so-
space.
Yeah.
Again, like we said before,
Oh my
DC
god,
TV
they are in
has clearly
space.
beaten
No way.
them,
Oh my god,
you know,
are they in space?
Did you see the aliens that they're fighting?
I remember seeing like
Is it the Kree?
bits and
One,
shots.
there's like 3 Kree that were in the trailer,
be
but
the
there's a
Kree.
bunch of other alien species. Like they look like velociraptors that were
It sounds like
Lizards.
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain race.
not like that. It's not that bad. That there is a velociraptor in the Runaways, but that was
Okay. There's also. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of Inhumans. That only had 8 episodes, right?
Yeah, the garbage
Yeah.
series.
Gone.
and it's already.
How
off
was
the
how
air.
bad was it? Was it
I
like,
didn't watch any of it beyond.
Oh,
the
you
trailers.
should just so you can
Just so I can
hate
revel in
it.
the stupidity of the whole thing. Or?
How it should have been a movie.
It was
is
going to be.
It was,
Yeah.
and then we got Black Panther.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
No, actually, it wasn't Black Panther. It was either Captain Marvel or someone took.
Probably
the-
Well,
Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel looks pretty good.
or it was Ant-Man and the Wasp. One of them.
Okay,
took
well,
it.
I definitely wanted the.
How
No,
does it look?
that was announced well before they announced Inhumans was going to be a TV show.
Hmm.
But just given how like well received Ant-Man was, you know, a sequel is inevitable, and I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, I'll have to check.
Fat
that
Man
out.
on Batman.
I do like Kevin Smith. I'm from Jersey. I'm obligated to by law.
What is
so
with you Jersey people and
Yeah.
loving Jersey?
It's. A
Yeah, you
Jersey
guys like
thing.
are stealth.
Yeah, it's
Jersey
like
lovers.
you don't know what PA is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. People are a little less crazy here.
No,
That's
they're
what
not.
I'll say.
I'm
Well,
from New York. You know, I think all New
they're
Yorkers
Amish
just hate
here.
New York.
Yeah, basically.
They hate everything.
The Amish can't yell at me and get offended because the Amish don't have computers to watch us.
Yeah.
Fuck
Hello,
Amish.
Lancaster.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
It's Lancaster.
Oh, my.
But, okay, so if we don't have anything else to say
Charismatic.
about Punisher, I think this is a
Do
pretty
we?
good episode. Yeah. I mean, we've been talking for over an hour at this
Yeah.
point, so.
I'm sorry for going on a rant. guys.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Punisher's good. Justice League was mixed, kind of good.
That's
I-
Eric.
I-
That's Mike.
like I
You'll,
said-
you'll enjoy it if you just go to see it for fun.
Yeah.
If you're
It
going
is
for a
fun.
compelling story, why are you going to see a
You know what?
superhero movie?
You know what? Here's the reason to go see Justice League. Do it for your boy, Soups. Do it for your boy. Support the soup.
Do it so you get better movies
Can I
in the
say
long
it?
run.
I feel like we've been dragging this on. Can I say it?
You can say nothing.
What?
8-Bit Music Plus out.
Ooh yeah.
I prefer Truth and Justice.
Step on that, Wolf.
God is dead. Do you bleed? Well.
I will destroy you with the power of love.